Hello everybody, welcome back to my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata playthrough. We had a big lot going on last time, a big fight at the end of the last episode where we destroyed the slave market because Ivu was kidnapped, which was a big affront. We also found out that Early Sunset is not on our side. It turns out he was a devil the whole time. And then now we're at the Harem of Ardent Dreams because Valexia invited us here. I wish to enter. The demon shrugs. You are known in the city. I think Shamira would deny you an audience. I don't think Shamira would deny you an audience. Come in. Oh, I always do this. I always forget to turn the sound. There you go. Harem of Ardent Dreams. Game auto-saved.
Always watch your back.
Alexia, it was a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We are a subject of gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. Shall I entertain you with some conversation? Alexia nods with mock solemnity. Tongue twisted that word. You have my permission. Shamira the Ardent Dream. Shamira's voice rings out through the hall. All rise. The proceeds will now begin with the dispensation of false justice. I, Shamira the Ardent Dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind fate. All the participants are obligated to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now, our first case is brought by the assassin Dogword against the bodyguard for hire Catrol. Dogword accuses Catrol of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. This excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil 3 assassination attempts against his new employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. So someone's being prosecuted for being for the fact that he couldn't be assassinated. Valexia is more interested in having a conversation than in watching the sham trial. You know, Nest, after our last... Valexia pauses playfully. Visit to the Battlebliss. I've been thinking a lot about the customs of Golarion. Despite our differences, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions, except when it comes to... Valexia's eyes widen with excitement, and she utters a word that is as foreign to the abyss as you are. To love. It is common knowledge that demons know nothing about love. So why don't you explain it to me? So the good option is it's a pure and uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains, or the chaotic option is it is passion, physical attraction, something that pushes you to do all kinds of crazy things. Let's go with the good option for this one. It is a pure and uplifting feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pain. Valexia stares at you with wide eyes as she repeats your words. Pure and uplifting feeling. How intriguing, and how unfamiliar. Our passions are tempestuous, and our feelings stem from the darkest depths of our souls. But you say this feeling is pure. Fascinating. Not dexterous enough there, then was he? Growling with rage, Catrol the bodyguard has his head chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars its approval, and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. Is it not true that love restricts freedom, and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds? Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires, and subordinate them to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide? And isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I am most curious to hear your answer to these questions. Chaotic. The good option is no, these things are caused by lust and dark desire, not true love. Or chaotic. I am against all constraints. Free love always triumphs. As for crimes, well, no one ever said that love wasn't dangerous. Let's go with the chaotic option for this one. I'm against all constraints. Free love always triumphs. As for crimes, well, no one ever said that love wasn't dangerous. Alexia repeats your words slowly, as if tasting them. Free love. Dangerous. That sounds thrilling and perilous. I love games like that. The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval, and Shamira has to raise her voice to be heard above the noise. Next, we'll hear the case of Vasa, the nose cutter. He attacked two of Elutionira's visitors from another plane, even though the Great Nocticular made it clear that they were under her protection. Vasa the Nose Cutter tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his glaive. Then he robbed them and cut off their tongues and noses. This scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically. But I am not Vasa the Nose Cutter. I don't even know who that is. My name is Sosiel, and I've never been to the upper city. I am not allowed to enter, even though that's where a slaver of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all Hepzibah's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price, and I refused to sell. And now she's taking revenge against me and plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves one way, and at other times another way. It is contradictory and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad outcomes, and, like every living creature, it is bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is that not so? Ember nods seriously. That is true. Love always ends. It either ceases to be love, or it is lost altogether when the one we love dies. That is why we mortals value love so much. We know that it will be over before we are ready. True love lives forever, or love never goes away, old love just gives way to new love. I think we'll go with that one. Love never goes away, old love just gives way to new love. Alexia maintains her composure, but you can see the corners of her mouth twitch and her eyes twinkle mischievously. This is all madness. True madness. Everything you say is nonsense and empty fantasies, yet I find them impossible to resist. My head is spinning. What have you done to me, my cunning friend? Shamira shouts to be heard above the screams of Vasa the Nose Cutter. The court finds the evidence of the indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin to be punished. So therefore, I declare that this demon is Vasa the Nose Cutter, and he shall be executed without further delay. Shamira throws a conspiratorial glance at Hepzibah, who stands nearby. The latter grins and bows mockingly. Shamira announces loudly, and the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous. I don't think Nest is that bothered by a court trial anyway, so we'll turn a deaf ear to Shamira's words. Alexia listens to the ruler of Elutionira with great interest, but when she catches your glances, she turns her attention to you eagerly. Thank you for our conversation. I expected to find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. And I am so glad I decided to come here with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host small receptions for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the upper city. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we could continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be as interested in this topic as I am, so perhaps we should finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, sweet nest. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to your next visit. Valexia gives you a dazzling smile, then vanishes into thin air. So Hepzibah's gone, it seems. False justice is just amazing. Don't bother me while I'm dispensing false justice. I guess we have to leave and come back if we actually want to talk to her. Notes on a ripped paper. This piece of paper is covered in sloppy writing on both sides. The phrases are incomplete, indicating that someone was taking notes pretty much on the go. Major. Lamashtu, demon goddess, former demon lord, will swat you without even noticing. Grovel and suck up to her and pray she's in a good mood. Nocticular. Our Lady, Queen of the Midnight Isles, rules Alushanira in general and Shamira in particular. Obey all her orders and never turn your back on her. Shamira. Alushanira's steward. Bangs Nocticular. Naturally in good standing with her. If you want to live in Alushanira, you'd better respect her. Allies. Oh, is this going to be a really long list? Well, it's not too long. Allies. Discari, Demon Lord, rules the Rasping Rifts. Nocticula's ally for now. Made some deal with her. Now his servants are all over the Midnight Isles. Don't touch them. That's not allowed. If you off a Discari cultist by mistake, hide the body, cover the tracks, and pretend you know nothing. Important. Discari may be an ally, but he's a spawn of Pazuzu who tussles with Lamashtu. Careful. Baphomet. Demon Lord rules the Ivory Labyrinth. Best buds with Discari, Nocticula's ally for now. Used to bang Lamashtu, now bunks up with Sokoth Benoth. Dangerous. His cultists can slip into enemy ranks better than worms in your ass. Watch out. If you spot double agents, bug out at once. Enemies. Pazuzu, Demon Lord, rules High Mvania, fights with Lamashtu and by proximity with Baphomet. Sokoth Benoth, Demon Lord, rules the Cathedral Thelamek, Nocticula's brother and former lover. Got the boot, now sulks and wallows in depravity. Bangs Baphomet, but only once in a while. Lots of gossip there, I guess, for Demon Lords. Let's go to the Battlebliss. We still have to do more fights there, don't we? Might as well just get on with that. I've tried messing around some things to try and improve the performance in this area. It seems I'm not the only one who has an issue with performance when in the Abyss. Which makes sense because there is a lot of stuff that the game's trying to do all at once, isn't it? Okay, Battlebliss. We'll see if it works or not. Someone just fired a firework, but it's... I don't know, people in my area do that. They fire fireworks during the day, which I do not understand.
That's easy.
You can't even get the benefit. Zet clicks. I'm ready to enter the arena. I hope you've come prepared. The members of the Nahidrian League are formidable opponents. Astalem, your next opponent, has claimed the lives of over 100 of her opponents. She has also been slain in the arena on 3 separate occasions. However, she never stays dead. It's quite mysterious, but she always comes back to life, ready to fight in the Battlebliss once more. Oh, we're not going to ask for more details. I'm ready to enter the arena. I wish you good luck. He says the same thing every time we go in, I think. This is a 6 or 8 actually, 8 on 1. Now she wants a place in the Nahidrian League. This is Nest, the Mephit Slayer. The Nahidrian League proudly presents its fighter. You all know her, you obsess over her, and you all fear her. We've enjoyed her hundreds of victories in the arena, and 3 times we've enjoyed her defeat and painful death. But every time she has come back from the dead, an artist of suffering, Astelm, thrice killed. I think we actually saw her fight when we came here with Valexia. I'll cut out your eyes faster than you can blink. The winner of this fight will be granted membership in the Nahidrian League, and the other will die. Or in the case of Astelm, not die. We will have to find out. Fighters, commence your battle. We still have... Yeah, we don't need to do haste or anything. Let's just go.
Let's have some fun.
We'll go back to turn-based. Well, this is difficult, isn't it? I can't believe my eyes. It looks like Astelm's nickname will soon be changing from thrice killed to 4th time unlucky.
Cover me, all right?
It certainly does. Arena, I'll be back. I always come back. This is not the end. This can't be happening. The Nahidrian League's fighter is down. The fearsome Atselm has fallen. Long live the newest member of the Nahidrian League. Imangaleth slowly raises his hands for silence. His eyes sweep across the arena before coming to rest on you. There's a sly look on his face, and he gives you a cheerful wink before quickly resuming a pompous and dignified expression. He turns back to the crowds, and his voice booms out over the arena. Behold! The newest member of the Nahidrian League. She is invincible, bloodthirsty, violent, and cunning. It's Nest, the Mephit Slayer. Glory and death. The crowd goes wild. Demons climb over one another, trying to get a better look at you. The roar of the spectators grows so loud that you can feel it in your bones. The audience is utterly enthralled. They look at you in wonder and worship you as if you're a goddess. Arushale's whisper is barely audible. Glory and death. That is the battle cry of doomed madmen. How many times I've heard it. How many times I've shouted it while standing in the arena. I run from what I have done. I run as fast as I can, but even the smallest thing can remind me of my past. Then it all comes flooding back and I remember all the terrible things I've done. Woljif. Get out of here. You used to be a gladiator on top of everything else. You had your fingers in all sorts of pies, didn't you? Yes, I did a lot of horrible things, and when I think about who I used to be, I feel ashamed. I am not proud of my past. I kind of like the chaotic option. The good option is calling them out, calling them cowards. Let's do chaotic. Scowl menacingly. You swine! You pieces of shit! Come down here. I'll kill you all. I'll crush you. I'll tear you to shreds. The crowd roars its approval. The screams of the audience shake the arena, and the Battlebliss trembles with the noise of their stomping feet. They pump their fists excitedly and yell in unison, Mephit Slayer! Imangaleth lays his fat hand on your shoulder with an exaggerated friendliness. This gladiator is no longer an unknown fighter, a loner without a place to belong. For her valour and courage, Nest will receive a collar of the Nahidrian League. From now on, she is the precious property of the Battlebliss. I am pleased to tell you that I have personally taken this worthy warrior under my wing. Look out, champ! Imangaleth pats you on the shoulder again, and as he does, the world around you fades to black. Hey, that's enough fooling around. We have more Mephits to defeat. Imangaleth looms over you. The arena's master's massive, bloated torso wriggles wildly as he bursts into a fit of maniacal laughter. As the Cambian growl howls in amusement, you realise that your neck feels stiff. You reach up a hand and discover that you are now wearing a jewel-studded metal collar. The hand's voice is filled with sorrow and remorse. "I've let you down, champion. That fiend has taken you captive, and I was unable to stop him. I could not perceive his motives through the veil of insanity that shrouds his damaged mind. I knew we were in the abyss, a place where you can't even trust your own shadow, but I failed to be vigilant. Well, what's done is done. Stay strong. We'll find a way to free you." "Are you out of your mind, you fat pile of shit?" Imangaleth smiles at you approvingly. He responds eagerly. "Yes, there's the passion. That's what the audience loves about you. The crowd would tear you to pieces if they had the chance. It wasn't easy to keep them away from you. Everyone wanted to leave with a small souvenir. They would have loved to test their skills against the arena's newest sensation. If you left the Battlebliss, you'd be the most popular entertainment in the city. Everyone would be trying to pick a fight with you. But I simply cannot allow the arena to lose its most promising new gladiator. No, it would be an unacceptable tragedy." The Cambion points to your collar with a smile. "Please accept this small gift with my compliments. It will guarantee your safety. This collar will make sure you do not leave the Battlebliss. I don't want you out looking for trouble on the streets. It will also prevent you from picking fights with other gladiators outside the scheduled fight times. It would be so wasteful if you started killing one another outside the arena. The crowds would miss out on all the action. No, there will be a time and place for fighting. But here, you can experience other kinds of entertainment. You'll enjoy all the pleasures accorded to a new star in the arena. The best food and drink, the most passionate succubi, and throngs of adoring fans. You'll love being my property, I promise." "How dare you? You're trying to enslave me? This is disgusting." No, you will be my property, but I won't treat you like a slave. I won't make you run errands for me or force you to do anything humiliating. You are my treasure, my precious instrument of violence. You will be a paintbrush in the hands of an artist. Yes, the arena will be my canvas, and the blood will be my paint. I will use you to create a masterpiece of violence, pain, and death. Where are my companions? Imangaleth sounds distracted. Your companions? Ah, yes, there was a group of Galarians who came looking for you, but I gave the guards strict orders to keep them away. Are they your slaves? Forget about them. You won't need them anymore. I own the best slaves in Lucianera, and they are all at your disposal. Free me now. The Cambion bursts into a fit of hysterical laughter. Oh, how I wish I could make you really angry right now. I'd love to watch you destroy everything. But now is not the time or place. You'll just have to accept that from now on, you will live here, just like all the other members of the Nahidrian League. Only the champion is allowed to leave the arena, because everyone thinks he is invincible. No one wants to pick a fight with someone who can't die. That's why the champion can do whatever he wants. Imangaleth looks at you with a sly smile. Perhaps you would like to fight Gelderfang? If you take his life and title, you can walk free. The chance to become the champion. Why, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Too bad you won't survive. Take off this collar right now. You don't know who I am, do you? You've made a big mistake. The demon winks at you. Do you realize you're not my first obstinate guest, don't you? Some of the creatures who have worn my collars once aspired to become demon lords. Trust me, I am very prudent. My collars are designed to restrain all manner of creatures. Not even a Baylor could escape. Now I can fight Gelderfang, then. Excellent! You are not afraid, I can see it in your eyes. This is going to make for wonderful entertainment. Gelderfang hasn't had an opponent like you in a long time. Normally everyone he fights is scared to death of him. The preparations for the fight won't take very long. Get some rest, work out, and enjoy every pleasure you can afford, because all of this will be over soon. You'll become a legend. A dead legend. This collar reminds me of the seal we broke back in Dresden. If I try to break it here, its powers will be unleashed, and the collar will likely kill you. I don't want to take that risk, at least not right now. Let's only consider that option as a last resort. For now, you should try to stay calm. Be vigilant and look for opportunities to escape. I'm certain you'll find a way to get free. Not everyone seems to like the way you run the arena. Oh, please, don't start spouting all that rubbish about fair fights. What does that even mean? One of the opponents is always stronger than the other, that's the whole point. After all, the fights are supposed to be entertaining. The spectators come here to watch the strong triumph over the weak. They want to enjoy the taste of victory without ever leaving their seat. The arena is a theatre of violence, a deadly circus, and it is not a fighting pit. After all, fights always follow one of two narratives. Either the monster prevails over its helpless victim, or the invincible hero chops off the monster's head. The outcome of every fight is predetermined, and its narrative depends on what the spectators want to see. Some fighters are crowd favourites. The audience cheers them on with whistles and shouts of encouragement, and of course, there are other fighters that they despise. The crowd jeer them from the stands. Why would anyone want to change all that? It would ruin the show. The audience wants a performance, not a competition match between two professional gladiators. That's the point. What's the point of a fight without any drama? You might as well just flip a coin and decide who wins. Nobody wants fair fights except for Zeklex. The audience likes things the way they are, but Zeklex handles the betting tables, and they haven't been very profitable. Of course, under my management, the arena makes money in other ways, but that's not enough for him. He wants to turn my magnificent theatre of violence into a stupid slaughterhouse. Do you really think the Mephit Slayer is an amusing title? There's an insane light in the Cambian's eyes. He nearly chokes with laughter. Yes, I think it's magnificent. All of Illusionera finds it funny. You must admit, I have a talent for inventing memorable nicknames. Maybe we could join in the laughing. I guess Nest is open to a joke anyway, so yeah, why not? Burst out laughing. Alright, I see your point. It is quite funny. The two of you laugh together for some time. You can sense that there's something not altogether right about his laughter. It feels unhinged, but it's also intoxicating, and as you drink it in, you feel the faint aftertaste of immortality on your lips. You know, I think you've gone completely insane. Irmangaleth smiles disarmingly. I surely am. I'm as mad as a hatter, my marbles long lost. But what did you expect? You're in the abyss. Everyone is crazy here. If you are sane and sensible, you are shunned by society. You'll be considered an outcast. Well, just you wait. I'll find a way to break free from this collar. Oh, I'm trembling in fear. Well, at least we've got Ivu. There's Zeklex. Oh, Aslem. Old Aslem, and young Aslem. Aslem sits in front of you, looking very much alive despite her recent death in the arena. However, she is not alone. Two other fighters sit beside her. The first is an elderly woman with a wrinkled face. Despite her age, she still retains some of the grace and vigour of youth. The second is a very young girl, who has only just passed from childhood to adolescence. Upon closer inspection, you realise that both of these fighters look like Atselm. They all share the same face. Atselm looks up at you. She has high cheekbones and androgynous features that could easily belong to a man or a woman. Her ears are partially hidden beneath her hair, but you can just make out their strange shape. You realise that Atselm is not human, though from a distance she could easily be mistaken for one. She greets you cheerfully, and does not seem to harbour any resentment towards you. Ah, here comes our killer. We hope you enjoyed the sweet taste of victory. The old woman, who looks like Atselm, adds in a stern voice, But we won't forget what you've done to us. It hurt us very much, but be glad we're not vindictive. Well, not normally. How did you survive? We are Fae of the First World, a Turine being with joint thoughts and feelings. When two of us fight in the arena, the third one observes, hidden by magic. This way, one of us will stay alive, even if the others die. Then when morning comes, we will return to our triune form. Well, that is very helpful, but it must hurt very much. I guess it's better not to die at all, then you don't have to come back to life again. I'm sorry I killed you. Please forgive me. Think nothing of it. It was an amusing fight and we enjoyed it. As for death, it hurts, but we are used to the experience. How'd you create copies of yourself? The girl smiles mischievously and sticks out her tongue. It's a Fae secret. We won't tell you. Why do you refer to yourself in the plural? You know, sometimes the questions it gives are fairly obvious. The elderly woman chuckles. She shrugs her shoulders and sighs. We are not one. We are not three. We are a triune entity. This is why we are accustomed to speak. This is the way we are accustomed to speaking. Tell me about yourself. We are Atselm Thundereyes, a Fae from the First World, and a proud scout of the Wild Hunt. It was Atselm's job to track down the prey and flush them from hiding. After a good chase, there would be feasts, and Atselm always took a bottle of spiced wine to the monarch of the hunt. During one of the feasts, Atselm infuriated the monarch when she mixed up 2 bottles of wine. She brought him young wine, fragrant and smelling of spring, but he asked her for aged wine that tasted of oak, a wine that would leave the bitterness of regret on the tongue and make the soul weep. Old Atselm joins in, and her voice trembles with bitterness. And the monarch said, "Don't you know the difference between young and old, Atselm? No? Well, I'll show you." And he banished Atselm from the First World. But the Fae used to be a good servant, so at the last moment the monarch relented. To help Atselm overcome her pathetic stupidity, the monarch taught her a special spell, and ordered her to cast this spell on herself every morning. This spell made Atselm a triune being, and helped her understand the difference between vibrant youth and the grey hairs of old age. Young Atselm interrupts the older version of herself. And now Atselm has grown wise. We have become very wise, and the time is near when the monarch will summon us back to the Wild Hunt, and we'll be riding again with our brothers and sisters. We will drink and laugh, and no one will say, "Ha ha, Atselm is so foolish. She doesn't even know the difference between young and old ever again." How would you like to help me kill Gelderfang in the arena? You wish to betray Mangaleth and kill his champion? That is an ambitious plan, and for some reason you have decided to seek our help. You killed us, but that has not stopped you from paying us a visit. This is all very unusual. Yes, you've intrigued us. Now you must persuade us. Young Atselm laughs and clasps her hands together eagerly. We want to hear more about this cunning treachery. How exciting! It'll be fun to betray Mangaleth. The young Atselm nods her approval. She gestures towards her other 2 forms, as if to indicate that she is speaking on their behalf. The Galarian knows the meaning of fun. This sounds like a very good joke. Count us in. Okay. Atselm's 3 incarnations watch you leave with a sly smile. We're also looking for Trevor, I guess. See if he's around here anywhere. Oh, Dire One. I think that is Trevor. Hello, Trevor. A huge, dark-skinned man sits quivering in the corner. His giant body is covered in scars. Many of his injuries look like they should have been fatal, yet somehow he is still alive. Some of his wounds are still fresh, but no one has bandaged them up or tried to heal him. The man's skin is in tatters, and blood oozes from his broken body. He is clearly in a lot of pain, and it is hard to believe that someone so badly injured could maintain consciousness. He casts a wary glance in your direction and grunts something unintelligible. You can't make out his words, but his tone is an unmistakable warning not to come any closer. Who are you? The gladiator snarls at you. He looks tense, ready to spring. He is clearly not comfortable holding a conversation. A low feral growl rumbles in his throat. Dial 1. Perception check passed. Trevor? Are you Trevor Vanek, Sosiel's brother? The gladiator goes still. He gazes at you, lips trembling. He seems to be trying to speak, but the only sound that comes from his parched throat is a dry, wheezing croak. Finally he nods and manages to choke out hoarsely, Sosiel. Yes, he is my brother. After a pause, the gladiator touches your hand with his rough, deformed fingers, as if he is trying to greet you with a handshake, but can't quite remember what he is supposed to do. Are you his friend? My friend too, then. Can you understand me? There is a mixture of fear and anger in the man's bloodshot eyes. Perhaps he doesn't understand you, although we've just talked to him, so he clearly does. Maybe I shouldn't have even bothered asking that. Examine the slave's sword and helmet. The gladiator moves with surprising speed. As you reach for the items, he snatches them away, his voice in a hoarse whisper. Not yours. Go away. Okay, I have to go. The slave closes his eyes and collapses onto his mat with a dull moan. Well, Sosiel, we found your brother at least. Alright, what else is around here?
Precisely.
Hello, Zeklex. Zeklex takes a wary step back. I thought I convinced him, Mangaleth, not to take you captive, but clearly I was wrong. But he's a raving lunatic and constantly changes his decisions. You should direct your anger towards him. Did you know I was walking into a trap? I didn't know for sure, but I did have my suspicions. All the members of the Nahindrian League are considered Imangaleth's property, and since gladiators are valuable assets, they are not allowed to leave the arena. All of the elite fighters of the Battlebliss wear those collars. However, I did suggest to Imangaleth that he should make an exception in your case. I told him that he should allow you to remain free. I thought I had managed to convince him, but clearly I was wrong. Why am I being forced to wear this collar? These collars are worn by all the members of the Nahindrian League. You won't be able to leave the arena, and if you try to escape, the collar will immediately teleport you back to the Battlebliss. If you try to hurt Imangaleth or harm his property while wearing the collar, it'll transfer you to a safe and quiet place where you can calm down. Of course, the collar will be removed when you enter the arena. That's the only time members of the Nahindrian League are allowed to fight one another. Imangaleth doesn't want his precious property damaged outside the arena, but there are no such restrictions once his fighters are inside. As long as there are screaming crowds in the stands, the gladiators can do whatever they want to one another. Did you hear that, champion? They'll take off the collar when you fight. As soon as you enter the arena, you'll be free and unfettered. You can do whatever you want. A lot of gladiators believe that they're invincible. They're so confident in their own abilities, they'll challenge anyone to a fight. Before our gladiators had collars, they used to strut around the streets of Elutionera, pick fights with dangerous opponents. We lost a number of good fighters that way. Even worse, they would fight among themselves and kill or maim one another outside the arena, without any spectators to watch. That's why I had the idea to create these collars. However, Imangaleth stole my idea and took all the credit for it. I understand. I apologise once again. I would certainly set you free if I could. Will you help me escape? Of course I will. I have a plan that will free you from the collar and help you defeat Gelderfang. And trust me, you will need my help. While you were unconscious, Imangaleth managed to find an Nahindrian crystal. Gelderfang has been obsessed with getting his hands on one, and his wish finally came true. A demon called Mustafen took the crystal into Gelderfang's room and locked the door. For the next few hours, the sound of the champion's scream shook the arena. When Gelderfang emerged from his room, he was covered in blood, but he also looked stronger and more powerful than ever. Imangaleth is confident that you don't stand a chance against his... Wow, really changed the accent there. Imangaleth is confident that you don't stand a chance against his champion, but I disagree. I think you can win. Zeklex lowers his voice conspiratorially. I want to overthrow Imangaleth and take over the Battlebliss. Imangaleth is terrible at his job, and he's standing in the way of my ambitions. There's no denying that he is a genius. No one can get the crowds excited like he can. But his management of the arena could not be worse. The fights have turned into a bloody circus, and the opponents are never evenly matched. The crowds are losing interest, and the passion of the audience is fading away. I want to change all that. But it won't be easy to kill Imangaleth. The current champion, Gelderfang, protects him. After his last escapade, Imangaleth has forbidden Gelderfang from leaving his side. That means Imangaleth is only vulnerable when the champion is fighting in the arena. So, I want to offer you a deal. I'll help you eliminate Gelderfang if you'll help me overthrow Imangaleth. If you agree to my proposal, I'll make sure your companions join you in the arena when you need them. Then you can kill Gelderfang together. It's slipping between Welsh and Brummie now. It's all over the place. You can have the title and all the glory that comes with it. You'll become the champion and I'll take over the arena. Deal? The tiefling extends his hand to you and looks at you solemnly. Did you mention Matasafen? I killed him not long ago. I heard more than one person claim the same thing before. It didn't stick. That weasel Matasafen is surprisingly hard to kill. Shake the tiefling's hand. The tiefling begins to speak in a brisk, matter-of-fact tone. The imp nods his agreement with each sentence. Gelderfang is, of course, an extremely dangerous opponent, but he is not without his vulnerabilities. For example, he doesn't know that you hired the succubi to keep him company. Since you paid for their services, I think they'd be willing to accommodate some special requests. If you want to weaken Gelderfang before the fight, I'm sure you could persuade them to help you. I think that's everything. Try to take use of these advantages during the fight. It'll be your best chance to defeat Gelderfang. And while you fight for the title of champion, I'll eliminate Imangaleth. He'll be vulnerable without his favourite bodyguard. Then the Battlebliss arena will be ours. Of course, you won't have to fight Gelderfang all by yourself. Your companions were worried when Imangaleth kidnapped you. I reached out to them and secured their cooperation. I'll make sure they join you in the arena when the time comes. The Battlebliss will be ours. Zeklex nods, but doesn't speak. His face is shrewd up in concentration, as if trying to calculate something in his head. Finally, he gives a satisfied nod. Yes, we are taking a risk, but delaying any longer will not improve our situation. In fact, it might make it worse, so we need to take action now. It's time for you to prepare for the hardest fight of your life. Gelderfang is a true master of violence, and now with an hindering crystal he is stronger than ever. I have other things to do. Rest up. You'll need all your strength for the upcoming fight. Find me when you're ready and I'll escort you to the arena. I want to find those succubuses then. See if we can, get a demon in a blood-splattered apron fussily shoves a few foul-looking chunks of flesh into his apron pockets. His fingers are fitted with horrible steel claws, and you hear the unpleasant sound of metal on metal as he slides them against one another like scissors. He looks up in your direction with an insane grin, and his voice makes your skin crawl. Are you one of the gladiators? Do you need a healer? Or are you here because you want to become more powerful? I could use the help of a healer. The demon dismisses you with a wave of his hand. I don't bother with regular wounds. They are not worthy of my craft. Just drink a potion and you'll be fine. I don't suppose you sell... I think we actually have some ability damage, don't we? Yeah, we have a bit of constitution damage. No worries. Oh. Ruska. A massive, scaly demon greets your arrival with a roar of fury. She spins her weapon towards you with practiced ease, stopping the blade an inch from your chest. Galarian, new blood. You have not been in the league for long, but you've already been given the chance to fight against Gelderfang. I've been fighting in the arena for over a year now, but Imangaleth protects his champion from me. Pathetic cowards, the both of them. Who are you? The demon twirls her weapon in the air. The blade comes within a hair's breadth of your face. Surely you already know. I am Ruska, the future champion of the Battlebliss.
We Vavakai are the greatest of the races, and even among my own kind I am considered to be the best and strongest. The power that roars within me was a gift from Lamashtu herself. She gave me the strength to conquer the entire universe. What can that pompous weakling Gelderfang possibly do to me? I'll take him by his neck with one hand, and I'll grab his wings with the other. Then I'll tear him apart.
Do you worship Lamashtu? The demon answers with a proud roar.
Yes! Lamashtu created Vavakai to rule and conquer. She gives us great strength, power, and superiority over all the rest. We were conquerors, Lamashtu's true firstborns. All Vavakai must worship her.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of getting all the other fighters to help us kill Gelderfang. We'll have to fight against each other soon. I suggest we join forces and kill Gelderfang.
Why would I want to form an alliance with you, new blood?
Despite her arrogance, you can tell that you have her attention. She watches you intently, clearly interested in what you have to say. If you help me kill Gelderfang, I'll let you have the title of champion. The demon cackles.
Do you expect me to believe that? You're not that stupid. You wouldn't give up the title of champion without a fight.
Ah, did we pick the wrong option? Okay. We should have done the one about rigging the fight. That was going to be my second guess.
Get lost, new blood.
Always watch your back.
Well, your loss. Ah, so there's Gelderfang. The Sinner. The succubus you've hired on Zeklex's instructions recognises you at once, and waves at you enthusiastically. You've really pulled out all the stops, but tell me, is your ambition to kill Gelderfang? If so, that would suggest you had an ulterior motive for hiring us. Is there something particular you had in mind? What do you need us to do? The succubus lowers her voice conspiratorially, and glances briefly at her companions. You follow her gaze, and realise they are all busy distracting the champion's attention from your conversation. How is the champion? Is Gelderfang enjoying himself? The succubus gives you a wink and lowers her voice. He is absolutely enthralled. He believes our visit is a gift from an anonymous fan. If it weren't for your presence in the Battlebliss, he would have been completely happy. But it seems like your arrival has made Gelderfang a bit cranky. Of course, he pretends like everything is all right, but he clearly considers you a threat. Gelderfang hasn't been afraid of anyone in a long time, so he finds you deeply unsettling. I have a job for you. The succubus exchanges a glance with her companions. Well, of course. After all, that's why you hired us. You've paid for our services, and we're ready to do our job. What do you have in mind? Just give the word and we'll make his lecherous champion miserable. I don't want them to kill him. I do want to fight him. Seduce him before the fight. Wear him out with your games of passion and pleasure until he is thoroughly exhausted. The succubus smiles at you, revealing her even pearly white teeth. You know what to ask for. He is an incubus. He has a lot of stamina, and no one can outlast him in bed. Well, no one except a succubus. Fine. We'll arrange a very special night for the champion, and by the time we're through with him, this Gelderfang of yours won't be able to punch a quasit. Thank you, I have to go. Take care of yourself, outsider. If you survive the fight with the champion, drop by the brothel to see us. We'll give you a night to remember. After all, Gelderfang shouldn't have all the fun. Can we talk to Gelderfang? Gelderfang greets you with a condescending sneer. He looks at you smugly, flexing his muscles so that you can see his chiseled abs beneath his smooth, flawless skin. His teeth have been neatly filed, and his impassive eyes hide a cold fury that could ignite into a hot, flaming rage at any moment. You get the feeling that it wouldn't take much to set him off on a rampage.
Ah, you must be my next victim. So, You're the little Galarian who wants to challenge me for the title of Battlebliss champion?
Gelderflang pretends not to recognise you. He looks you up and down and then fixes you with a bored, lazy stare.
Another primitive Galarian. There's nothing special about you. How disappointing.
We're never going to pull this bluff off. We haven't got Darren with us. I killed a lot of your kind back on Galarian.
Oh, right, I heard about that. A real dirt demon exterminator. Supposedly you have amazing powers or something like that. But you don't seriously think that your enemies on Galarian can compare with a demon like me, do you? Even my rivals are more powerful than the puny foes you defeated back on your world. Sorry, but your special powers aren't enough to impress me.
We're going to fight each other soon. You're not scared, are you? The demon chuckles contemptuously.
When you're about to eat a great feast, do you feel scared? When a succubus seduces you, do you feel scared? I'm looking forward to our fight, and so should you. I plan to be very delicate with you. I will slip my fingers into your skin and extract the tip of a nerve, and then I'll slowly pull it from your body, like a fisherman reeling in a line. I won't stop until I've removed every last nerve from your body. First you'll howl in pain and terror, and then you'll beg me to pull your nerves out faster, so that you won't feel the pain anymore. Trust me, it'll be an unforgettable experience.
What kind of crystal did Imangalef give you? The incubus stretches his limbs and looks at you with a grin.
That doesn't concern you, mortal. You shouldn't worry about such things. I don't need a crystal to defeat you. And if you had the crystal instead of me, you still wouldn't stand a chance.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try this bluff. And I don't really care about why he fights in the arena. Well, yeah, I have to go.
I'll see you in the arena, little Galarian. Killing you will be my pleasure.
Oh, this is the entrance area, isn't it? Oh, but we can't... Oh, okay, we can't go into there. Fair enough. I think that's pretty much everything then, isn't it? That we need to search. I don't feel the need for the healer to make me stronger. Let's just try doing the fight. Lead me to the arena. The champion dies today. Zeklex looks at you solemnly. I've bet everything on you. We're certainly taking a risk, and I hope that we're not making a mistake. Good luck, and may whatever gods you worship protect you. It's time for a glorious fight. This ambitious Galarian wants to fight the champion of the Battlebliss himself, the deadly Gelderfang. How exciting. Who will emerge victorious? My bet is on the Galarian. Is that Velexia?
No one can defeat Gelderfang, especially not a soft and squishy mortal. This isn't entertainment, it's just boring.
Oh, I didn't mean to press that there. Today, the Mephit Slayer will fight Gelderfang himself. How about a warm-up? Look at all these Mephits scurrying around. I think it's time for her signature move. Let's hear it for the Mephit Slayer.
We'll tear him to pieces. A fight with the champion? Screw that. Whoever kills the Galarian gets a double ration for dinner.
Now please give a warm welcome... Lamashtu's burp. Who's that?
Zeklex? Ah, never mind.
Give a warm welcome to the Mephit Slayer's friends. Yeah, he wasn't happy with our friends coming in. Yeah, it was Velexia, and then Shamara was the other one. I'm sure that the Battlebliss Arena will be able to entertain you, my dear Hepzimira. Ivy, you come up too. Come on.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Jason and
skip the
Darren do a prayer. This should be easy. Oh, wow. The area of effect just killed loads of them at once. That's pretty good. I'll tell you what, yeah, do heal mass. Recover the ability damage. Perfect. And then... Hold on, why is Ember... Where have these spells gone? Is it because I took off the red salamander ring? They were there before, weren't they? Hold on, I just want to check this. I guess she doesn't have Fireball anymore? Fair enough. Okay, so I'll move these down here. And then nest. What should I have you do? Oh yeah, do mirror image. Oh yeah, that's all fine. Perfect. The time has come for some serious bloodshed. Give a warm welcome to our best fighters, seasoned and merciless, and behold the gruesome skills of our contestant.
Let's take this Galorian upstart and get our gold. Let's go.
Yeah, let's just get on with it. Reunite, full round attack. Oh, amazing. Woolgif.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
You and Nest, you can both run over here. You too, Fenris. Bulbrig, do death from above on the leader. Easy. Hardly a challenge. Who will bring an end to this contestant's string of victories? Behold the fighters for the Nahidrian League. Give it up for Atselb and Ruska. You struck me down once, but now I'll get my revenge. Do you remember our deal, Atselm?
I am Ruska. I'll rule this place. Kneel before me, you pathetic maggots.
We will abide by our agreement, Nest. Wow, looks like the Mephit Slayer has made some new friends in the arena. Perfect.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Just do a vampiric touch attack.
Stab their backs. I'll loot your corpse.
Atselm. We're not fighting for our team. I guess if we'd got them both to join us, this fight would have just been a skip.
Prepare yourself.
Again, easy. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The event that will have everyone on the edge of their seats. Welcome to the arena, the invincible champion, Gelderfang!
Arena, welcome your ruler. I have come here to give you a gift. This poor creature's death. I will make it exquisite.
Give a warm welcome to the champion. Let's hear it for the strong, the tireless, the one and only Gelderfang. We all adore him. Is that your hype team, Gelderfang? Wait, actually, halt.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
So do Burst of Glory again. Oh, Gelderfang. I'm ashamed. Okay, his AC's a bit better. Give yourself greater invisibility, Nest. Woljif. Did your mirror image run out already? Fenris, you run up first. Attack. Ulbrig, death from above. Fantastic. Darren. Do a Hellfire Ray. Ember, you also do a Hellfire Ray. We nearly killed him in one round. Some champion. I think he'll revive. If he actually has an hindering crystal, he'll probably revive, won't he? Or not. Maybe it was a fake one. Zeklex has Irmangaleth by the throat. The injured Cambion is on his knees, and blood seeps from his wounds. Zeklex raises up his dagger in a gesture of triumph. We won! Now we just need to finish him off. I'll let you do the honours. Irmangaleth licks his lips nervously. He glances back and forth between you and Zeklex. Am I supposed to plead for my life now? Is this the moment where I try to soften the hard hearts of my culling killers? Well, why not? Wringing his hands dramatically, he falls to his knees. He begins to wail so loudly even the spectators in the back of the stands can hear him. What are you doing? Let's make a deal. Zeklex, I gave you everything you wanted. Irmangaleth thrusts his arms towards you. And you, champion, our newest champion. I always believed you would win. I am your biggest fan. Spare me. Finish the sleazebag off. He's tried multiple times to kill you off in the arena. Now it's time for you to pay him back. Please, have mercy on me. I promise my generosity will know no bounds. I beg you to spare me. I won't arrange unfair fights ever again. I'll give the arena to you, Zeklex. As for you, champion, I'll give you anything you want. Shamira, save me. Irmangaleth's wailing lament can be heard from the back of the stands. He gives such a moving performance the audience bursts into applause. A rather tasteless performance, but you cannot deny his dedication to the role. Ha! You call that acting? You should have seen me back in Canabras. Whenever the guards caught us, we'd give them a show. Real tragical. We were, let me tell ya. As if to demonstrate, the tiefling's face crumples, his eyes fill with tears, and his voice quavers with so much pain and fear it would melt a heart of stone. First you let a single tear roll down your cheek, and then you have to sound really pitiful. Mister, please have mercy on me. I'm young and foolish, I didn't know any better. Works like a charm every time, but this felt forced. Where's the emotion, I ask you? Where's the soul? Irmangaleth, you're a liar and a filthy arsehole. Don't be angry at me. Zeklex was the one who came up with all the nasty ideas. He wants to turn you against me, but I've never done anything to you. Sure, I've been laughing and having fun, but that's what I do. It's the role I play. I laugh about everything and everyone. The audience loves it. Zeklex is to blame for everything. Zeklex clutches the dagger as he hisses through his teeth. Liar! I'm so tired of your lies. Watch in silence. You have no idea how powerful and wealthy I am. I'll give you everything I have, I swear. All of this will belong to you. Just spare me. Emangaleth sounds almost hysterical, but his eyes are strangely calm as he darts a quick glance toward the bag hanging from Zeklex's shoulder. What are you waiting for? Kill him. Don't let his lies poison your mind. Remember who you were dealing with. He's a filthy liar. Yeah, you know what? I don't like this guy. Let's just attack him. Zeklex utters a cry of triumph. Emangaleth is dead. I, Zeklex, lay claim to the Battlebliss. The arena is all mine. From now on, there will be no more dirty fights, no more sham rivals, no more dull shows. The fights will become unpredictable, opponents will be evenly matched, and the thrill of battle will have you on the edge of your seats. If anyone has a problem with these new arrangements, they can take it up with our new champion, my champion. Tremble before her. All hail Nest, Gelderfang's slayer. There you go. That was a lot.
I'm trusting you.
Oh, they've gone as well. Okay, we've apparently become famous now. I mean, that makes sense. Let's get out of here first. We could do with a rest. The Battlebliss has a new champion. The demons sing your praises. You have won their respect. Tell me, champion, do you enjoy the attention? Are you basking in your newfound glory? I mean, I think Nest probably would enjoy it. At least a little bit. Her chaotic side would probably... I think I've been doing more chaotic options while in the Abyss, because I figured that the more, chaotic side of Nest would come out a bit more in this area. I think the good is just a bit too... Like, we killed a lot of them, didn't we? So it feels a bit disingenuous to say it's disgusting. Yes, I thought it was fun. No, champion. It was not fun. What happened in the arena was dreadful. It filled me with sorrow. I am grieved to find out you do not share my feelings on this matter. Sorry, Hand of the Inheritor. We aren't exactly the same, are we? Do you have any money for me or anything? Zeklex looks very grand and important. He is clearly enjoying his new status. His shoulders look strong and broad, and he appears to have grown a few inches taller. However, he still addresses you politely, and you can hear the respect in his voice. The Battlebliss welcomes its new champion. How can it be of assistance? There is a wounded fighter called the Dire One among your gladiators. I want you to set him free. Why would I do that? The Dire One is property of the Battlebliss, and he generates substantial income in the arena. He is remarkably talented for survival. His remarkable talent for survival makes us a considerable profit. The spectators like to bet on the possibility of his death. He is known for his ability to survive absolutely unimaginable wounds without any healing or medical treatment. Okay. How are we supposed to get him then? How do we do that? Prison of the Abyss. The man once known as Trevor. I'm not really sure what we're meant to do for this one then, because we are in the Nahidrian League. Can we go around the back? You think we'd have access now as the champion? I have to go.
Careful now.
I'm not really sure what we're meant to do now, in terms of... Was it a mistake asking him that without having Sosiel with us or something? Maybe we have to enter the arena again or something. I'm ready to enter the arena. Zeklex taps his bag to get the attention of the imp hidden inside. Crow, we need to arrange a fight for Nest against another newcomer. We're looking for an opponent that shows some potential, a promising new fighter with something to prove. Remind me, do we have anyone who fits that description? Anyone who is still alive? Or is this just going to be like endlessly spawning? Oh, that's a Baylor. Yeah, there's not even any announcements, is there? Okay.
Make your peace.
We'll go and try and talk to Sosiel. See what he has to say about it. Death from above. And once again, the victory goes to the one and only Nest, our dangerous and deadly champion. I can't exit out that way. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what we're meant to do about the about how to get Trevor out of the Battlebliss then. Hey, I want to go in the back. Okay. We'll leave and try coming back later. I hope I've not bugged that out or anything. Okay. Is there anything I need to do in the lower city? I don't think so. Oh, Waldriff wants to chat. Okay. Yeah, we'll go and rest up anyway. Waldriff isn't looking at you. His tail twitches nervously from side to side. Chief, Waldriff scratches at the back of his head, painstakingly choosing each word. I went someplace, you see. To an abandoned mansion. It's in the upper city, not far from Nocticula's palace. You can't miss it. What do you mean you went to an abandoned mansion? Well, I walked. Used my feet. You know, that's how people walk. Waldriff shifts his feet back and forth like he's dancing on hot coals. I woke you up. We're not complete strangers, you know. I need this, Chief. I've been thinking a lot here. About myself and you and the Moon of the Abyss and... Yeah, alright. I'm lying. I didn't think. I tried not to think. Only the shadow started talking to me. Even when I didn't want it to. It told me where to go. Said I needed to come to terms with who I am. But maybe I don't want to understand. Maybe I'm better off being kept in the dark. Waldriff takes a small breath. I already know who I am. I'm a poor thief and a loser. Born at the wrong time and in the wrong place to the wrong people. But I want to be stronger, you know? I'm used to this Moon of the Abyss, and if it can give me even more, I'll take it. Otherwise this Voyatel will keep bothering me till the end of my days, and everyone else will keep kicking me around. I know I'm kinda in your gang, I mean your party, and that helps things, but it can't keep going like this forever, you know? Everything's going to fall apart someday, and the party will fall apart too. I need this power. Wait, did your shadow speak again? What exactly did it tell you? Waldjif takes a breath. Here in the abyss, the shadows become completely different. It crawls out when it wants. It makes sense when it talks. It says I got an inheritance, some power that can get rid of Voyatel once and for all. I'll go and get it. I'll get it if I go to Jägerfel's old mansion in the upper city, and there's riches in it too. I'd never turn down a chest of gold, you know. Can I speak to this shadow? Yeah, no problem. Waldjif concentrates, trying to summon the shadow, but nothing happens. No, it's not working. It's like my shadow doesn't want to come out. Stubborn as a mule it's gotten, you know. It could be dangerous. I'm coming with you. Waldjif's head shoots up. What? No, Chief, it's my business. I'll figure it out myself. I just told you because... well, I don't know why. I wanted to tell you. I've already dragged you into a mess with Voyatel. Just think of it like an apology, you know? But no more. If you want to come congratulate me once I've got the power, you should come. But I'll do it myself. I don't want to get used to always running off to someone as soon as I need help. It's not normal. Okay, we'll try the diplomacy check. Friends don't abandon each other in difficult situations. I want to go with you. Friends? Oh, come on. Waldjif turns away in embarrassment, trying not to grin. You know I don't believe in stuff like that. Well, come on then, if you're so desperate. You can stand and watch. You can act like you're my bodyguard if you want. I don't mind. Okay, got a... oh, why did it put us all the way over here? There's nothing over here.
Precisely.
Right, we'll just trek back then. Galarian slave leader. We were literally dying in there. Then you came in like an angel of radiant Iomedae and delivered us from slavery. We'll name our daughter after you, I swear. I think I upset the hand of the inheritor by enjoying the fighting a bit too much. Are we cool, mate? I hope your body and mind are in good health, champion. Tell me honestly, what do you think of the one you call the champion of Galarian? My trust in you is as strong as the day we first met. Stronger even. Your deeds prove it is no coincidence that we have all placed our hopes in you. What is our next step? In the Lucian era, there is no one as powerful as Chimera, the right hand of Nocticula herself. It is she who rules the city while her inscrutable mistress is away. As sad as it is for me to admit, we must try to gain her favour if we want a Lucianera to take us seriously. How well known am I among the denizens of Lucianera? In all of Lucianera, there is not a single creature who hasn't heard of you, champion. I have a question about our mission. Oh, there's a lot of questions here. Then ask away. You must have a lot of questions. I'd like to know more about Chimera. Chimera the Ardent Dream. This name once rang with purity and glory, but today it is tarnished with shame and treachery. Born in the upper planes, she was granted the high honour of kindling the flame of dreams in mortals, to fan it and protect it from the frigid chills of sorrow and cynicism. Chimera performed her duties faithfully until she made one single mistake. I will spare you the details, but all I will say is that the grandeur of the dream she fostered was equal only to the bloody price of its realisation. It was a majestic but sombre dream, and Chimera let it come true. Then she fled. Either cowardice or certainty of her rectitude kept her from standing in front of her superiors and answering for her actions. She hid in the abyss, where Nocticula, the lady in shadow, embraced her ardent light and darkened it with her blackness. A few centuries passed and we heard her name again. Now she was called the Mistress of Lucianera, Nocticula's loyal companion and favourite. That is how we knew for certain that we were right on that faithful day when we condemned Chimera. Our only regret is that we failed to foresee her fall. Yeah, I'll ask all this stuff later. I have to go. You'll face great challenges. Galarian depends on us. We know. I want to go talk to Sosiel, see if he has anything more to say about how to help Trevor. Where is he? There he is. No, apparently not. Okay. Again, a little worrying. Let's rest. Do the Demon Slayer soup.
You know, Greybor, you fuss over your name and reputation so much. You could give some of my fellow nobles a run for their money.
As well I should. For a lord, a name is a pretty bauble. But my name is a tool. It's my bread and butter.
Okay, I'm going to try taking Sosiel to the Battlebliss. Let's see if that changes anything. Yeah, I hope it does. Yeah, Woljif, Darren, Ember, Arushale, Sosiel. I feel like Albrig doesn't have that much to do in this section. Maybe he'll have a mission as well that will come up at some point, but he's hardly commented at all on anything that's been going on while we've been, you know, going around. Oh, no. Stop spinning. Yeah, see, this is just like, why can't it just have the door there? It's irritating that it keeps rotating around. Please tell me I didn't mess it up. Okay, they've got Minotaurs standing by there now. Zeklex. Okay, here you go. My companion Sosiel needs to meet the Dire One. Forgive me, champion, but rules are rules. You can talk to the Dire One whenever you'd like, but your companion cannot. However, with your permission, I can arrange a meeting for them in the arena. And by a meeting, I mean a fight. Is this option suitable for you? I agree. Trevor is my brother. He would never raise a hand against me. I wouldn't be so sure of that. The arena has changed him. But who knows? We certainly can't rule out the possibility of a peaceful outcome. So let's make a deal. If the Dire One, I mean Trevor, really does recognise you and refuses to fight, I'll send someone else into the arena, and the two of you can fight against your opponent together. After all, the spectators paid to see a show, and we can't disappoint them. It would be bad for business. The show? Sosiel grits his teeth. Fine, I agree. After all I've gone through to find him, what's another fight? But if we win, you'll let him go free. We'll leave the arena together. Are you trying to bankrupt me? Zeklex looks as though he's about to object, but a glance in your direction seems to change his mind. Fine. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to argue. Let's make a wager. Your life for your brother's freedom. Do we have a deal? The tiefling extends his hand to Sosiel, who shakes it reluctantly. Not right now. Whenever you're ready. Okay.
Careful,
I think I
girl.
need to rebuffs a bit, don't I? Okay, I'll just do that. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, my companion Sosiel is ready to enter the arena and face Trevor. Very good. Follow me, please. Sosiel steps into the arena, his eyes wandering around the stands full of clamorous spectators. The faces of demons and mortals alike blur, merging into a horrendous multi-eyed monster which roars at the top of its many lungs in an endless thirst for blood. They are chanting, the dire, and the dire one answers their call. The dark-skinned warrior is in an enclosed helmet approaches Sosiel. His body is covered with scars, old and new, intertwining in web-like patterns. Even the fighters of the veteran gladiator are marred and disfigured. Even the fingers of the veteran gladiator are marred and disfigured. Those same hands that once produced delicate wooden designs, a source of joy for the whole village, now grip a weapon, and a weapon that is pointed at the young cleric. I guess we're playing as Sosiel. Trevor? Brother, is that you? The helmet prevents the gladiator from hearing anything not already drowned out by the crowd. The warrior breaks into a sprint and lunges at Sosiel with his sword raised to strike. Stop, in the name of Shaylin! The man in the helmet knocks Sosiel down with a brutal strike. He hovers over the cleric, raising his weapon for a killing blow, but suddenly freezes motionless and looks his victim in the eye. Sosiel? Trevor lowers his weapon slowly. His disfigured fingers unclench, letting the sword fall to the arena floor. The gladiator collapses to his knees next to the blade. Brother, I'm so sorry. It's weird that we can choose how Sosiel acts in this. I don't know if any other companions have moments like this. Brother, how did this happen to you? I was fighting. I wanted to. Strained breathing echoes from underneath the helmet. The gladiator clenches his fists and shakes his head, unable to find the right words to tell his story properly. I wanted to kill them all at any cost. I wanted to spare you from going to war. They fooled me. There were too many of them, and the price to pay was too high. We're not going to have him yet, we'll do this one. Trevor, what have they done to you? No, that's not what matters. You're safe now, it's over. I've come for you. Let's go home. Brother. The gladiator takes Sosiel's hand in his callous palms, which now resembles the clawed paw of a beast, and squeezes them. Now that's an unexpected turn of events. The dire one meets his brother in the pit, and they refuse to fight. Don't worry, we promised you a thrilling spectacle, and you'll get it. Will the reunited brothers stand strong against a common enemy, or will they die together? Trevor eyes the ring of demons closing in around them and emits a low, beast-like roar. He picks his blade back up and stands between Sosiel and the enemy. Trevor, take this. Sosiel holds his shield out to Trevor. He hesitates for a moment, not sure if he's allowed to touch the shiny metal, but there is no time left to think, so he resolutely takes it. His brother puts his hands together in a prayer behind the gladiator's back, and the goddess seems to have heard this plea even in the depths of the abyss. An iridescent glow begins to emanate from the shield. So we actually have to control this fight. I wish Sosiel fought this well when we controlled him. Yep, dead. The crowd cheers and howls as the brothers stumble out of the arena. They are wounded and covered in blood, both demonic and their own, but joyful smiles light up their faces. They look like those two innocent boys who once played in the peaceful groves of Andoran many years ago.
Freedom at long last.
Yeah! Beware, monsters of the abyss! The Vainik brothers are together again!
Sosiel laughs uncontrollably and lets out a defiant cry.
Let me introduce you, Trevor. This is the commander, my trusted leader, and my close friend. I never would have found you without her help.
Commander, then. Thank you for looking after my little brother while I was gone.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is all possible because of you.
And free. I can't believe I'm finally free.
Sosiel, have you forgiven Trevor?
Who am I to forgive him or not? Only Shaylin and he may judge the weight of the burdens on his heart. I have never had the right to paint myself in the colors of righteousness. We both are just fragile feathers falling from the tails of songbirds, so to speak. That the winds of war carried me here and blew him from his path. That is just an accident of circumstance.
What are you going to do now?
What say you, Trevor? Do we head home? I have the feeling that you've had more than enough of this war already.
No. I have no right to hide at home, knowing that my brother is still bleeding on the battlefield.
Trevor pronounces his words slowly as if pondering its meaning, then shakes his head.
Then we will stand together, give each other strength, make the world a better place, and both return home.
Welcome to the crusade, Trevor. You can protect my camp with Sosiel.
Thank you, Commander.
Trevor raises his disfigured hand in a salute. His stilted movements indicate how long it has been since he last had cause to offer one.
Yes, brother. We will win this war and then finally go home.
Okay, Trevor, you can go. Tell you what, both of you can go back, but we'll follow you in a sec. You have a problem with that, Zeklex? You've been trying to enslave my companion Sosiel and his brother. I'm not going to ask that because we haven't got... I don't remember that happening.
That's easy.
Maybe they'll talk about it when we go back. Oh yeah, collect all, sure. I don't know anywhere where we can find a trader, especially other than now that we've destroyed the flesh markets. I don't know if there are any other traders in the Abyss, but we can see anyway. Yeah, there's a few... yeah, we need to go there with Woljif soon. We'll go back to the Nexus first. Sorry. Okay, let's go talk to Sosiel. Maybe he'll say something about Zeklex trying to enslave him, and then we can go talk to him
Precisely.
about that. Two giants just hanging around the campfire. Sosiel is holding a brush and labouring over a painting. He is clearly dissatisfied with the results so far. He tuts and tears the paper into pieces. You notice a wounded knight with a gaunt face wearing dirty, crumpled armour, holding a broken sword in one hand. He leans on a punctured shield with his other one. How is Trevor now? I don't know if he's ever going to be the same. It seems unlikely. Sometimes he screams in his sleep. Sometimes he sits for a long time, staring straight ahead at nothing. I prayed to the goddess, asking her to ease his suffering. But still, it's him, my brother, alive, albeit wounded in body and soul. Thank you for talking. Hey, Trevor. The freed slave tenses at your approach, his fists clenching instinctively, but then he recognizes you and relaxes slightly, giving you a nod.
Commander, sorry. I still can't get used to being free. I expect enemies around every corner, and I jump at every shadow.
How are you? It takes some time for Trevor to find an answer. He breathes slowly and methodically. It's getting easier. I'm getting used to having people around me again. He takes a look around and adds hesitantly, I'm not used to the quiet. Why do they call you the Dire One? The very sound of his name makes the former gladiator flinch as if from a blow. He shakes his head emphatically. No, enough. Forget that mindless dog's name forever. My name is Trevor Vanek. How much do you remember about your life before the Abyss? Trevor looks through you and speaks in an unusually small voice. It's like a vague dream. Grapes, sun, the smell of sawdust, the church. He lifts his disfigured hands and looks at them as if they belong to someone else. I was a knight. What am I now? What can you tell me about Sosiel? Trevor shakes his head. I failed my little brother. I left him for this stupid war. I betrayed everything we believed in and sunk to the very bottom of the abyss. But he never lost faith in me. I don't know how, but he managed to pull me out of there. Do you remember Marenta? She died fighting the demons. Marenta. Trevor casts his gaze down. My little devil. Let's not speak of her anymore. I'm waging a war against the demons. Will you help me win it? Of course. What else is there for me? You are free. What do you want to do now? Trevor answers instantly without hesitation. I want to go home. Should I send you home? I won't go anywhere alone. If you release Sosiel from your service, I'll go home with him. If not, then we'll fight on until we win this war. Home will have to wait. I have to go. Maybe we should free Sosiel. It seems kind of like a nice thing to do at this point, but I don't know if he'd actually want to leave though, would he? He'd still want to stick around. Right, what else could we do
Always
now?
watch your back.
There's a few things actually we have to do, isn't there? Yeah, take our normal party out. What's Traces of Shadow? Traces of Shadow. Find out about the Spinner of Nightmares and the 10,000 Delights. Oh yeah, we need to go do that at some point. Yeah, let's just go and talk to people. I'll tell you what, we'll go to the we'll go and visit Shamira properly now. We haven't actually talked to her directly, have we? I'm trying to... Oh yeah. For a second I was trying to remember what is our actual goal in the Abyss? Like, why are we here? And I remember, yeah, we're trying to find where the Nahidrian crystals are coming from, and but we need to talk to Nocticula, because she's probably the only one that would be able to give us that information. So yeah, we just need to go over here. Given that we're a champion in the arena now, she should be happy to talk to us, shouldn't she? It should be illegal to waste your time on anything you do not enjoy. Darren Arande. Okay, there's not a court in session this time. A red-haired, beautiful demon sits majestically on the throne, an aura of bright light blazing around her. It's not the gentle, life-giving light that shines on Golarion. This light blinds, withers, and makes a person burn with fever, draining their strength. And who do we have here? The latest wanderer from another world coming to seek my patronage? Shamira throws a casual glance at Arushale and raises an eyebrow in surprise. So, The rumours were true? Arushale, you really are making friends with mortals now? I must admit, I find it hard to believe such a worthy daughter of the Abyss had fallen so low. Chimera falls silent but receives no answer. Well, not that I really care. Less of your arrogance. You have no idea what powers I command. Chimera just shrugs, looking bored. No matter what powers you possess, I doubt they would impress me more than the two Balers who started a fight in the middle of the city and whom I had to force into obedience. I doubt you would be a match for an infuriated Marilith robbed by some cunning thief. Negotiating with you will hardly be more difficult than negotiating with the unknown monster that emerged from Ishiar and planned to devour this whole island in a single gulp. If you seek to impress me, you will have to do something more than just boasting about your powers. I came here seeking your patronage. Chimera looks you up and down with a contemptuous expression, then answers with a scoff. What use could you be to me, you foolish little mortal? The most powerful demons serve me. What can your pitiful self offer me that they can't? In your mind, Chimera's voice sounds calmer, though it is still arrogant. In truth, there is one thing you can help me with, Galarian, but the others mustn't know about it. Work for me and I'll grant you a share of my attention and patronage. No doubt you have already heard of Nahindrian crystals, objects of astonishing power that grant their owner incredible abilities. Everyone in Alushanira knows they exist, but no one knows what they are or where to get them. No one except for that smug cow, Hepzimira. I want you to find out what they are. My advice is to start searching in that pile of refuse known as the Lower City. Ask for Ziforian, my predecessor, now a beggar. If that pathetic wretch is still alive, he may know something. Now go, and don't bother returning until you have the information I need. Here, take my mark so the arch near my palace will let you in. I don't want to waste my time waiting while you wind your way back through the streets of my city with valuable information. Your pack becomes a bit heavier as if some new item has appeared inside. Chimera's coin. The hand of the inheritor addresses you, an undercurrent of alarm in his words. I see greed in the eyes of this fiend. She is ready to offer you a deal, and I sense that more than idle interest lies behind it. We both know Nahindrian crystals can make demons immensely powerful. We are pursuing Hepzimira to prevent her from creating and unleashing upon us an army of mythical monsters transformed by these crystals. Yet, if you reveal the secrets of the crystals to Chimera, we risk simply trading one enemy for another. Our mission demands that we make connections, but it does not mean we must blindly obey every demon's request. Wear each of Chimera's words, remember how cunning she is, and do not let her turn you into a tool she can use to commit atrocities. Armour your heart, and do only what you must, not what she, with all her promises and charms, will try to convince you to do. And be prepared for it to find a knife in your back at any moment. So you and Hepzimira aren't friends, I take it? In your mind, Chimera's voice answers with an arrogant scoff. Be friends with that miserable cow? Of course not. I'm courting her to learn her secrets, but it's a constant struggle not to put her in her place. Baphomet's minions are far too bold here in Alushanira. Tell me more about these crystals you're so interested in. You haven't heard of Nahindrian crystals? Ha! Are all Galarians so stupid and unobservant? They are purple crystals. Possessing them grants immense power. Unfortunately, only high-ranking servants of Baphomet know where to find them or how to use them. They used the crystals to gain tremendous power, and now they strut around Alushanira like they own the place. Well, why should I look for Ziforian? When I heard about the crystals, it reminded me of the last days of Ziforian's rule. He was Nocticula's right hand before me. He was plotting a coup, and I was spying on him to turn him into Nocticula and take his position. I remember that he was trying to get his hands on a purple crystal of some kind, and that he eventually succeeded. I didn't pay much attention at the time, but the current situation makes me think. Perhaps it wasn't a hindering crystal he was after. If so, Zephorian might know something about them. Where should I look for Zephorian? There is a note of disgust in Shamira's voice. In the depths. If he is still alive, the gravity of Nocticula's punishment would have dragged him to the very bottom of Illusionera, dig through the garbage, talk to the vagrants and beggars. You surely don't expect me to do it, do you? Why did you choose me for this mission? Shamira answers with an exasperated sigh. Because you are neither demon nor a resident of Illusionera. You are a wild card, an insignificant Galarian. No one is interested in your exploits, and you will not draw any unnecessary attention. I mean, I am famous as the arena champion, but go on. You are not bound in service to any demon, and therefore, if you dig up any information, you will bring it to the one who will pay the most for it. That is to say, me. You won't run to your master because you don't have one, at least not here in the Abyss. If I give this task to one of my servants, I can be sure of only one thing, that they would sell the information about my interests to my enemies, and then, if they learned anything about the crystals, they would use this information to benefit themselves instead of bringing it to me. Everything's clear. Wonderful, because this conversation is beginning to bore me. Imagine the mysterious mine not far from the Nexus. I'm not going to give her this information, or tell her about the purple stone knife. I have to go. Go now, and come back when you have something useful. My time is precious, and I can't waste it on every mortal who fancies a chat. Yeah, I think we'll take the Hand of the Inheritor's advice and not trust her. Let's go to Valexia's court. It's near where we need to go for Woolgif, and then yeah, we'll be fine there. Terrace of the Favoured Mistress. Also, she invited us back to her court, didn't she? I've not talked as Regil for so long, I can't even remember his voice. I need to hear his voice actor talk again. It was like deep and very posh, but with evil in it as well. Stop blaming your own incompetence on cosmic forces. Something like that. It's good enough. Oh yeah, we need to go up the ledge, don't we? Oh!
So you're the mortal who's the talk of the town? Eager to join the Illusionary nobility, are you? I will not tolerate mortal plain filth disgracing us with its presence.
Okay. If you want to fight, I will oblige you. Though you may regret it, merciless tyrant. Oh, this is Ivu. I was about to say, why do we not have our spells? Yeah, kill the Coloxus Defiler? No?
I will resist.
Do we still have good... Yeah, we still have good hope active. That's fine then.
Distract them from me.
Great. Okay, Nest, do the rejuvenating poem because we just got exhausted. Fenris, go attack there. Your character Ulbrich has been paralysed. Okay. guess we'll remove that now then. Did it fail? Okay, apparently it failed to remove that. That's a bit annoying. Yeah, everyone just attack. Dare and do heal mass. Right, use a quickened rod and maybe try restoration greater again. You don't have any removed paralysis, do you? I'm just wasting diamond dust. It's not doing anything. It's annoying. Okay. Try an instant kill. No, it didn't work. Forgot to put heroism on apparently. Okay, Aubrey can move again. That's something at least. Okay, everyone's back. Good, good. Let's go to Valexia's mansion. Just over here. Please give me the bridge. Oh, what?
Their treasures.
Your attempts to interfere with Lord Baphomet's plans serve no purpose. We will find you wherever we go.
Okay, everyone hates us at the moment. Fair enough. Okay. Do Instrument of Freedom. Aubrey, do Death from Above. Oh, you can't. Sense Vitals, Arushale. And then over here. Oh, I do a dragon attack. I don't know if it'll do much damage, but did a little bit. Ember, try an instant kill on one of the Minotaurs. Oh, amazing. Lovely. Try another one. Great. That's what we like to see.
Time to share your treasures.
Well, I should have done haste, shouldn't I? Oh well. Darren. Hellfire Ray, please. Good man. Okay, Ness, now you can run and attack the zealous follower of Baphomet. That was a big attack.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, that's gonna die, isn't it? Perfect. Right, can I go about my business now, please? Without being attacked, that'd be nice. Oh no, we're gonna get attacked again, aren't we? Hey, I heard about you. They say you're good in a fight. How about we find out? Or is eviscerating weaklings really the best you could do? Well, we'll fight you. Come on. Bring it. Beautiful. I'm always glad to have a worthy opponent. We'll regret this one though.
You feel that?
Okay, Ulbrig, you know the drill. Killed 2 of them, amazing. Ember, try an instant kill. They're immune. Okay. Do a command halt then. I don't know why these have stopped being... These used to be full round actions, because I didn't... Oh, that's still a full round action. It's just that one that's... Oh, apparently it is. Okay. I really understand why I could do them without the movement last time then, but
Desno,
I'm not complaining.
guide my hand.
Okay, Darren, do prayer. We'll just give it a stab. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? I don't know what Ivy's problem is.
Cover me.
Come back here, Ivy. Don't run off into the void. Please don't tell me she's stuck. Oh, she's all the way down there. We're gonna have to actually go and pick her up. I guess we could just move with her individually. What was that about? Rather than just... I mean, that was weird. That was definitely just a bug, wasn't it? Yeah, go into the portal. No, 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 not everybody. Just Ivu.
Not be trifled with.
I have no idea what's going on. Can we go in here? Or... Yeah, no, we need our... This is part of why this section of the game is irritating, because it can be really buggy, and stuff like this happens. Okay, we'll go back down, pick up Ivu. Hopefully she won't just run off into the middle of nothing. Oh, this is... Okay. This could actually be a serious problem if we didn't have... Because we can't enter any portals or anything without our companions next to us.
Something's wrong with the spell here.
Why can't we do that? We should be able to teleport down there, surely.
Stay on your toes.
Why can't we...
Something's wrong with the spell here.
Yeah, something is wrong with the spell. Something's wrong with the game. It's oh god, okay. Am I gonna have to reload? When was the last autosave? Okay, we'll just reload to that, because I think that's a bad bug, that. Because yeah, the way that the kind of portal transition things work is you need everyone with you to do it. So if one character gets impossibly stuck in one area, you can't rejoin. That's bad. So you have to go back up to the upper city. Yeah, Terrace of Favoured Mistress. Which means you'll have to do those fights again, which is annoying. They weren't too hard though, were they? It's just a bit of an annoying waste of time, that. An annoying waste of time, indeed. Ivu, no running off this time. Understand? Well, let's turn off turn-based mode. I can do those fights in normal mode. Yep. Just attack. Bulbrid do death from above. Oh, Arushale is nearly dead. To heal mass.
Die already.
There you go. Okay. Didn't we get attacked? I swear there was another attack that we did. And yeah, these guys are going to want to fight too. Sure thing.
Can we retreat already?
Yeah. Smash him. Brilliant. Okay. You know what? I'll start with this next time. I'm pretty tired anyway, and that bug annoyed me a little bit, so I'll leave it there for now. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to follow this series, I'll be posting daily, and leave a like or a comment if you're interested. And yeah, feel free to subscribe, obviously. But yeah, cheers again. See ya. Bye.